Good morning, students. This is geography for class 7th. We are going to begin with a new chapter today. That is chapter number 7, Europe. Please take out your books and pencils. Children, Europe is the second smallest continent in the world apart from Australia. Now, Australia is the smallest continent, we know very well, but Europe is the second smallest continent. And most of its northern region lies in cold, snowy region above the Arctic Circle, and its central part is a large plain which is cleared for farmland, and southern part of it is divided from northern Europe by many mountain ranges like Pyrenees, Alps, Carpathians, etc. Now let's read more about it from the chapter. Now, Europe is a home to some of the greatest civilizations like ancient Greece and Roman Empire. Now, this place, this Europe, has given rise to so many civilizations. Next, it is the 6th largest continent in size and the 3rd largest in population. It is bordered by Mediterranean Sea to the south, Asia to the east, Arctic Ocean to the north, and the Atlantic Ocean to the west. Let's refer to the map. This is the Europe map, and to the south we have Mediterranean Sea, right? Then to the east we have Asia, to the north we have Arctic Ocean, and towards the west we have Atlantic. Now, it is the home to the birth of democracy. Europe has been the central point of two of the biggest wars in modern history. Like, you must have heard of World War I and World War II. So, this place has witnessed the biggest wars. The Industrial Revolution began here. Recently, Europe has united under the common union called the European Union. This union, it allows all the independent European countries to have a single currency. Okay, they use a single currency. Why do they use single currency? So that they could combine the economic and military power. Now, we know very well Europe is one of the 7 continents of the world. Though it is referred to as continent, basically it is a Eurasian landmass. Why do we say Eurasian landmass? Because it is a part of Asia. Europe and Asia forms Eurasian landmass, and the main region is covered by Asia, right? Generally, the Ural Mountains, Ural River, part of the Caspian Sea and Caucasus Mountains form the main boundary between Europe and Asia. Let's check from the map. You can see we have the Ural Mountains this side, we have the Ural Mountains this side, then we have the Ural River also, right? Then we have the Caspian Sea, you can see the Caspian Sea, right? And the Caucasus Mountains. Know about the facts of Europe. Area covered by Europe is 10 million square kilometer. Latitudinal extent is 36 degree north to 63 degree north. Longitudinal extent you can see 25 degree west to 65 degree east. Largest country is Russia. Smallest country is Vatican City. Total population in 2015 was 743.1 million. Longest river is Volga. Largest freshwater lake is Lake Ladoga. Highest peak is Mount Elbrus. This is 5,642 meters. Lowest point you can see Caspian Sea is minus 28 meters. Shore Russia is minus 92 feet below sea level. Right? Geographic fact also. Now, the name Europe is perhaps derived from that of Europa. Now, who was Europa? Europa was the daughter of Phoenix in Greek mythology. So, in ancient mythology, there was a character named Phoenix. It was a unique mythical bird from Greece, okay, and it lived in Arabian desert for almost 5 to 6 centuries, right? That is 500 years. And after every 500 years, what it used to do, it used to burn itself. And when it burned itself on then on it used to rise up from its own funeral pyre, okay, and that means it used to rise up from its ashes to show that it had ultimate strength and power of renewal. Renewal means it was symbolic of ultimate strength. It could live again. That means it represented transformation, death and rebirth, right? And Phoenix is actually a capital of the most populous city in United States. You must have heard of Arizona. Okay, in Arizona, Phoenix is the capital of Arizona, and this place is the most populous city in United States. Next is the location. We have already read. It is although known as a continent in many physical ways, Europe is a great western peninsula of Eurasian landmass. What is peninsula? Peninsula is a land which is surrounded by water from 3 sides, right? Its eastern limits are drawn along the water divide of the Ural Mountains, Ural River, Caspian Sea and Caucasus watershed to the Black Sea. Now what is watershed? Watershed is an area, it's a ridge of land which actually separates water flowing to different rivers, basins or seas, right? I repeat, watershed is a ridge of land or area of land which separates water flowing to different rivers, basins or seas. Next, Europe has unique diversity of landforms and natural resources, right? It is also known as Peninsula of Peninsulas. Why it is known as Peninsula of Peninsulas? Because it is composed of many peninsulas. There are 4 main component peninsulas. What are they? Iberian, Scandinavian, Italian and Balkan peninsulas. Please underline it. This explains, this part from here till here explains why Europe is known as Peninsula of Peninsulas. Why is it so? Because it is composed of many peninsulas, namely Iberian, Scandinavian, Italian and Balkan. Next, we'll discuss about the political divisions of Europe. First, we'll be discussing the Balkan states. Now, the Balkan states is located between the Adriatic Sea, Mediterranean, Aegean, Black Seas, and the Balkan region contains many countries including Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Macedonia, Serbia, Montenegro, Albania, Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary and Greece. Children, come take a closer look of this map. Here we have the Mediterranean Sea. We have Aegean Sea, right? We have Adriatic over here. We have Black Sea over here. Okay, the nearby areas, the spaces politically, these are divided into, they're all the Baltic states like Greece, Albania. We have Bulgaria here, Romania, Hungary. Okay, many more are all in this region which is altogether called Balkan states. Next, come to the geographic fact. Russia is the largest country of the world. If Russia is the largest country of the world, Vatican City is the smallest one, that is located in Europe. Then there are 5 largest countries of Europe. They are Spain, France, Germany, Russia, Italy. There are 5 landlocked countries of Europe. They are Austria, Switzerland, Republic of Czech, Slovakia, Hungary. Now what are landlocked countries? Landlocked countries are those countries which are completely surrounded by land. You may note it down. Landlocked countries are those which are completely surrounded by land. Next, children, we will be reading the Baltic states. The republics of Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, situated on the eastern shore of Baltic Sea, are collectively called the Baltic states. That means the eastern shore of Baltic Sea, whichever the places comprise it, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, these are all together called Baltic states. The name has sometimes been used to include Finland and Poland also. They were created as independent states in 1917 from Baltic provinces of Russia. The city of Kovno and the part of Polish department of Vilno. Later, it was named as Lithuania. The Baltic states gained independence on the breakup of the Soviet Union in 1991. So, refer to the map, children. These places, as we read, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, these all together, they form Baltic states. Finland and Poland becomes the independent states. Children, you can check your map on page number 93, location of Baltic states and map of Europe. You can see the red colored map, this area or a region, this is Baltic states. The lowland countries. Now politically it is also divided into lowland countries. The lowland countries are Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. Why they are called lowland countries? Because they lie in the low-lying plains. They are located in low-lying plains in the Western Europe, and some are also located even below sea level. Now these you may keep noting down. You should keep your atlas nearby. And these are, see, lowland countries are Netherlands, we have Belgium here, we have Luxembourg here. This is Luxembourg, this is Belgium, this is Netherlands. So all together they come under lowland countries because they are located in the low-lying plains. Next is Scandinavian countries. Now, Scandinavia is a historical and geographical region centered on the Scandinavian peninsula in northern Europe, which includes 3 kingdoms of Denmark, Norway, Sweden. The other Nordic countries, Finland, Iceland, and the Faroe Islands, please note it down. All these names in dark, they are very important, are all often included because of the close historic and cultural relations to Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. So, main regions of the Scandinavian countries, please refer to the map. Scandinavian countries are Norway, Sweden, okay, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, along with Nordic countries. Nordic countries are the region in Northern Europe and North Atlantic. They include Denmark, Finland, Iceland, okay. They also include this Norway and Sweden all together. So all together you can just mark it this way: Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, along with Iceland. This is Faroe Islands, and in Baltic Sea only you will find the islands which are named as Åland Islands. This you will find in Baltic Sea. Baltic Sea is here. So here only this few of the islands, they are named as land islands. They all together come under Scandinavian countries.